Have you ever felt that the pain of loss is like a bottomless abyss? What if I told you that within that pain there is a door to finding peace? Losing someone important can be one of the most challenging experiences in life. Many people feel lost, alone, and disconnected from themselves after a significant loss. Grief can feel like an unbearable weight, but it can also be an opportunity for transformation and growth. In this video, we will explore 3 practical and profound ways to find peace after loss, embracing your pain, reconnecting with yourself, and rebuilding connections with the world around you. These steps not only help process grief, but can also bring meaning and purpose back into your life. Peace is not about forgetting who you lost, but about learning to live with that loss in a way that it becomes part of who you are. Imagine that pain is like a storm at sea. You can try to swim against it, but that will only exhaust you. Instead, float and allow the storm to pass. This is the first step to finding peace, embracing the pain instead of resisting it. When we lose someone, we often want to escape the pain, ignore it, or suppress it. But the truth is, pain is part of the healing process. When you accept your pain, it stops being an enemy and becomes a guide to understanding your deepest emotions. A woman who lost her father began writing letters to him, expressing everything she felt. This helped her process her pain and find a comfort. Another example is a man who, after losing his wife, decided to walk every day through the park where they used to stroll together. He realized that by visiting these places, he could feel her presence in a softer, more comforting way. In analytical psychology, Carl Jung speaks of psychological alchemy, which means transforming suffering into wisdom, like turning lead into gold. When you embrace your pain, you begin this transformative process. The pain doesn't disappear, but it takes on new meaning. What happens when you stop fighting your pain and simply allow it to exist? Ignoring the pain can lead to denial or emotional outbursts, while embracing it allows you to start healing deep wounds. Think about this for a moment. What is the greatest source of pain you are facing right now? How would it feel if instead of trying to push it away, you observed it with curiosity and compassion? The loss of someone important can make us feel disconnected from ourselves. Often, we become so focused on the pain that we forget what it feels like to be at peace with who we are. Reconnecting with yourself is the second step to finding peace. In analytical psychology, Carl Jung talks about the persona, the mask we wear to present ourselves to the world, and the shadow, the parts of ourselves we repress or deny. During grief, our persona may collapse, revealing emotions and vulnerabilities we've tried to hide. Integrating these parts is essential for healing. A powerful tool for reconnecting with yourself is guided meditation. Set aside 5 minutes each day to observe your thoughts without judgment. Imagine your mind is a river, and thoughts are leaves floating on the surface. Don't try to control them, just watch them pass. Another transformative practice is reflective writing. Write about your emotions using phrases like, "Today I feel," or "What scares me the most is..." A man who lost his wife began writing letters to himself every night. He realized that by putting his emotions on paper, he could identify patterns and gain clarity about what he truly felt. Positive self-dialogue is also a crucial tool. Replace negative thoughts with gentle affirmations, such as, "I'm doing my best, and that is enough." This practice helps build a kinder and more compassionate relationship with yourself. Think about this for a moment. How would your life be if you could be completely honest with yourself about how you feel? Listen with real attention. Connecting with yourself doesn't happen instantly, but every small step brings more clarity and authenticity. Block 3. Rebuilding connections with the world. 6 minutes. Grief can isolate us, creating a sense that no one around us understands what we're going through. Rebuilding connections with the world is the third and essential step to finding peace after loss. Authentic relationships are fundamental in this process. Identify people in your life who truly understand and value you. Nurture those connections with vulnerability and gratitude. For example, a young woman who lost her brother began organizing monthly meetings with close friends to share memories and emotions. These moments became a safe space for everyone to express their pain and recollections. Another way to rebuild connections is to transform your pain into something meaningful. Someone who lost a loved one to an illness decided to get involved in awareness campaigns about that condition. By doing so, they found purpose and a way to honor the memory of the person they lost. Another example is a woman who started learning gardening after the death of her mother, who loved plants. This hobby not only brought comfort, but also helped her feel a continued connection with her mother. In analytical psychology, Carl Jung speaks of the concept of individuation, which is the process of becoming a more complete and integrated version of yourself. Part of this process involves reconnecting with the external world in a way that reflects who you are internally. This can be done through creative activities, volunteer work, or simply dedicating time to hobbies that bring joy. Think about this for a moment. How can you transform your experience of pain into something that helps others? Listen with real attention. Rebuilding connections with the world doesn't mean forgetting your pain, but rather expanding your perspective to include new forms of meaning and purpose. Finding peace after loss involves 3 fundamental steps: embracing the pain, reconnecting with yourself, and rebuilding connections with the world. Each of these steps is a unique journey, but all lead to transformation. Embracing the pain means allowing yourself to feel without resistance, understanding that it is part of the healing process. Reconnecting with yourself involves exploring your deepest emotions and integrating parts of yourself that may have been neglected. Rebuilding connections with the world is about finding meaning and purpose, even after loss. Peace is not a final destination, but a continuous journey. Every small step you take toward your healing is a victory. Remember that you are not alone on this path. Many people around you are willing to support you, and many others have faced similar challenges. If this video touched your heart, share your story in the comments. How are you finding peace after your loss? Together, we can inspire each other. On this journey, listen with real attention. Your experience might be the light someone needs to keep moving forward.